everybody, I'm your online English teacher. My mission is to help you to speak English fluently. In the first part of today's episode, I'll show you how you can benefit from creating habits that help you with your English. And in the second part of this episode, you'll learn English grammar without studying any rules with an exclusive point of view story. Alright, let's get started. The first thing we have to keep in mind is that willpower is not as important as it seems. In fact, it's quite limited. It's impossible to do anything consistently with willpower alone. We are not designed that way. We are creatures of habit. And essentially, our life consists of a sum of habits. For example, think for a moment what you do when you wake up in the morning. Maybe you brush your teeth, make a cup of coffee, and turn on your cell phone to check the social networks. I'm sure that I have mentioned in one of the previous episodes that I speak different languages. Let me tell you now what I do to maintain and improve different languages through habits. I don't know about you, but I enjoy taking a walk every day. And every time I open the door, I put on my AirPods, I press play, and I start listening to an audiobook or a podcast in German, French, Italian, Spanish, or Portuguese. If I don't like what I hear, I simply select another content. What's important is that I do this action almost without thinking, automatically. Of course, I don't always listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Sometimes I just want to relax and listen to music or not listen to anything at all. And I don't only listen when I go for a walk. I also listen to audiobooks or podcasts while I drive my car or even when I'm doing my chores at home. Recently, I realized that in the last few years, I've been listening to about 2,000 hours of podcasts and audios in several languages. That's amazing, right? Can you imagine listening to English content for that amount of time? Well, it may seem like a lot, but it's a long-term goal that you can achieve by creating good habits. And I'm sure that many experts can explain to you in greater depth how to create habits. But I'm just telling you what works for me. The first thing I do is look for a trigger. This is a stimulus that initiates the action of habit. Every time I opened the door and started walking, I began listening to something on my smartphone. It was a completely automatic thing. You can listen to English by finding different moments during the day and trying to identify triggers you can use. The trick is to create a new habit from something you always do. In my case, I go for a walk every day. But think about it. How many of you commute almost every day? Why not listen to a podcast when you go to work? A key aspect is to understand that in the early stages, it's more important to create the habit than the amount of time devoted to the activity. For example, if your goal is to listen to 1 hour of English every day, it doesn't matter if in the early stages you only listen for a few minutes a day, as long as you repeat the activity every day. The most important thing is to create the habit. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope it will inspire you to achieve your goals.